and welcome back, Fur and the Fan friends. We are here and we are ready to continue to build on our little trailer. I know it's been several months. It's been several months since we've been back, but I appreciate you stopping back and continuing to watch as we build our little trailer. Now, we're going to have just a little bit of a backstory, and then we're going to show you kind of our plan forward, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Now, you friends know that we left back in September, and that is when my wife and I decided that we were going to go ahead and move here to New Hampshire from Arizona. Now, we had a few little problems. I wasn't exactly sure where we were going to put this little trailer because we don't have the same setup here in New Hampshire as we did in Arizona. In Arizona, we had the tall shop made it specific for the rebuilding of this camper. Here in New Hampshire, in the new shop, we are in, well, the basement. It's instead of being tall and short, it's now long and low. So it's a little bit different situation, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work for us. We had just a few little challenges when we got here. First of all, I have a set of doors over here behind us, and those doors were only 5 feet wide. Our little trailer's a little wider than that. So the first challenge we had to do is we had to widen the doors in order to get the trailer through. Now, the other challenge we had before we could even get the trailer through the doors was this. Well, here's one thing you're seeing. It is the end of March and New Hampshire is having a late spring snow. But that's not what we're going to show you. I know coming from the desert, this is a big difference. But what I wanted to show you is, you see that hill? Yeah, we had to get the trailer down that hill and into our new basement doors. Now, as you can see here, I'm using a block and tackle that's connected to the tree and to our trailer, and I'm slowly lowering it down the hill. How am I going to get the trailer back up the hill? I don't know yet. We'll get that figured out once it's all built. And here you can see we are squeezing the trailer through the doors. It was a tight fit. We had about, an inch or two on each side and the top, but we were able to get it into the doors. Oh, that was a tight fit. Now, before we could get any building done on our little trailer, I had to build this wall here to separate the shop from the rest of the house. Kind of hope we keep some of the dust and all that stuff down. Now, in this part of the shop, we're going to go ahead and have our tools where we can build and assemble parts and pieces. And we're going to go down a little tiny hall space here, if you want to call it that. And we're going to go into what I'm calling the tool room. In here is where we have all of our nuts and bolts and batteries and tools. I made this tool cart here, which is really helpful to keeping all the tools in one area. That way I can just roll it right over to what I'm working on. And that way I don't have my tools laying around everywhere. It's just in one spot. We have our wonderful clamp station here, and we have our welder in the back. And over here we have our air compressor for our air tools. In the future, I have plans to making an air filtration system to help keep everything clean down here. And that's just a little tour of the new shop. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little tour of the shop. Now, what are we going to be doing in the next several months? Let me show you. We have our list. It's a big list, but we are excited about having it here in front of us so we know what's going on next, and when we can have our little trailer done. That's the key. So we have our doors we need to work on. We have our main door, our vent door, the battery door, the rear hatch door, and then we have the window, the main window, and then we have the window in the door. And then the cool thing about that is these are going to be made out of aluminum frames that aren't made yet. We're going to actually try and attempt to do aluminum welding. That will be exciting because I've never done it before. But I think it's the best option for this little trailer. I don't want to do them out of wood. I want to do them out of aluminum. So stay tuned for that. Then we have our electrical stuff that we need to do. We have the interior electrical, which is going to be our fancy new lights that we just bought. We have the exterior electrical, which is where you plug it into the car and all that safety stuff. We have to figure out how to hook it up to our battery. We have to do the diagram and all that scientific smarty stuff. Yeah, I don't know. And then we're going to do plumbing. I know we have the sink in place, but now we need to hook up a faucet. We're going to hook it up to a tank, which we're going to pressurize with a foot pump or a basketball pump or some type of manual pump like they did on the original camper in the magazine. Remember the magazine? We'll get to that as we build these. All right, and the interior, that's where it continues to be exciting because we have our shed. Remember the shed? Very cool, I love it. But we're gonna upholster it. We're gonna put on some fancy little wood legs. We're going to make the folding tabletop, and it'll be kind of a mix of it folds down from the wall, or it may be even a TV tray so I can be lazy in bed as I watch TV. Then we have some floor trim and then the curtains, which are going to go over the window and the window in the door. And then we're going to go ahead and put on the outer skins, which is the aluminum panels. And then we're going to do our corner edges trim. And then we have our upholstery with the awning. And then we have skirts to do. Anyway, I'll tell you, it's a lot to do, but I'm still excited about doing it. And we're going to have a lessons learned because we learned a few things which I probably wouldn't do again. I'd build the trailer again, but there's a few things I'd do different. And then we have maybe a cost to build, maybe not. And then we get to sleep over in it. I'm very excited about that. Oh, but first we have to get it back up the hill. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting next few months. If you like what you've seen today, go ahead and push that little like button. I'd appreciate that. Be sure you tell your friends, all those who may not have hit that little notification bell. Let them know we are back and we are excited. Hey, so y'all have a great week. I'm glad to be back, and we'll catch you next time.